Yo, what's the deal? What is the deal, nation? Welcome to another Raider Nation Unlimited. I'm your man, Wasted Talent. We got a lot to get into, man. Some people will tell you the sky is falling. Some people will tell you that the Raider equinox is not upon us. Some people will tell you that things are out of control. But what I will tell you is this. Let's start this podcast. Oh, yes, they should have never done it. They should have never done it. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. It's been a while. But we back. The season is upon us. The equinox upon us. And don't listen to the naysayers. Don't you listen to the naysayers. We got over 130 in the room. Get wasted with your brother Wasted. Tell a friend to tell a friend. If you're over on Twitter or you're on Facebook, wherever we broadcast from, from a bunch of different places. Come on over to YouTube. If you want to talk that, trash, if you guys want to, let some steam off about what's happening with the Raiders, we're going to get into that very, very shortly. Let me give my shout outs and salutations to everybody who has graced me with their presence today. My guy, first, never last, Corey Hagan. I want to be one of the first to say how stupid this is. Grown men can't work out their problems amongst themselves. If it's between a couple of people, work it out without having to go to social media. And see, Corey, I shouldn't have read that. You stole my thunder. Oh, my God. Shout out to Melissa Cervantes. Shout out to Donald and Stacy. I'm not going to read the rest. Big Mo Raider. Jamie Fernandez. Mason Blue. Raider. High Stakes. Primos, my dog. It is what it is in a place to be. Son of River is in a place to be. Joe C. Sean Almgren. OG Raider. Raider Dangerfield. Raider Manny, Nate Dogg, Sean Almgren, the great and powerful, Dan Tisa, Ruben Rust. Oh, my God, Rico is in the place. Oh, man, Ain't No Way is in the place. Erica Ramos, the meme god, is in the place. Nation's finest, man. My dog is in the place, man. What it is, man. What it is. Enrico Rios, David Maxfield, Scott Maddie, Roachcliffe, Flamethrowers, J Bud, Hug D's. We got over 2 in the room. It's time to go. Now, listen, guys. If you guys haven't heard, and I'm going to share my screen really, really quickly. Chandler Jones is going off the reservation today. Chandler Jones went on Instagram and went crazy today. He went crazy. Chandler Jones blasted the Raiders on Instagram. He says he doesn't want to play for Josh McDaniels. This is 5 days away from the season, but we're going to go and read the tweet. They won't let me in the building, no. Trying to provoke a, I can't say what he said. Then he sent this to his roomie. The GM on the phone, thanks for that portal. Should I call Josh? Will he pick up after that? Why y'all bring me to Vegas to play with me? It's a shame. ... Look, Chandler, look, man, and I'm going to be real. Chandler seems like he is bugging, yo. Like bugging. Bugging out. It's like, look, man. Guys, there's a lot of people in the chat. I'm going to get to the chat. There's a lot of people that are going to say, oh, this is what happens with the organization, the top of the organization. McDaniels has lost the locker room. Then, at the bottom of this article, they're trying to kind of, talk about Devontae Adams' comments. They said, early in the offseason, Adams suggested he wasn't thrilled about the state of the organization. He never said that. He said, I'm going to have to buy in this and try to be as optimistic as possible. Now, this was at the beginning of the offseason. He has since walked that back numerous times. See, you guys got to understand this drive-by media, these scumbags out here in the media, they have made a living trashing this organization. A veritable living. You can't take anything they say, take it with a grain of salt, sugar, or shit. Because let me tell you something. This is cap beyond cap beyond cap. Now, the thing with Chandler Jones is very, very interesting. But, hey, we got our first super in the room. AC boy, just so, my guy. I think Jones been riding the white horse with his brother after a long Labor Day weekend in Vegas and came in tripping. And, bro, I'm going to be real with you. You know, that boy was taking the same stuff his brother and Kanye take. And, look, I don't profess to know what anybody's vices are, right? It might not even be him riding the white horse. It might not be the booger sugar. It might be the fact that dude might have mental issues. Dude might be going through something. Dude might be going through some of his personal life that's manifesting itself in his work life. But what is clear to me is that he's not playing with a full deck. That's what's clear. He's not playing with a full deck right now. And look, that's okay. Because what normally happens when guys are on this kind of wave and they want to force their way out of an organization is they're a malcontent. They don't show up for camp. They don't do anything. To be honest with you, if I were the Raiders, based off of the way that he played last year and the amount of money that they paid him, I would want to lock his ass out too. Like Chandler Jones was brought here for a few reasons. He was brought here because of his relationship with Max Crosby. He was brought here to be a mentor and a teacher because he's one of the greatest pass rushers in the history of the National Football League. Make no mistake about that. Chandler Jones was brought here because of his familiarity with the coaching staff. He's been other places in the National Football League. He tends to like the way they do things here. There's never, ever been a problem. Now, he hasn't been around, so he's probably been a little manic, maybe the entire offseason. But trust and believe, if there were a team on this green earth that was stupid enough to trade for a player that is in his mid-30s who has issues and who is getting paid a hell of a lot more than he deserves at this point in his career, don't you think that the Raiders would have moved him? Listen, if somebody wanted Chandler Jones, they would say, thank you very much. Take him. Take him. Because basically, the type of production they got out of Chandler Jones last year, they could have trotted out a journeyman and got that same production for a hell of a lot less money. A hell of a lot less money. It's a bad look, not a big deal. James Lillard, I don't think it is either, man. I don't either. I really, 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 really don't. I don't, bro. My guy, Joe, Capito, Ramos, my dog. Can you imagine how pissed his team must feel right now? Can you imagine how Max is feeling right now? This man bringing nonsense to an offseason that had none. Now, see, these are the things that you guys got to look into. A lot of people say, this is the organization, it's the Raiders' curse. That's the glass half empty fan. Then you have the glass half full fans that'll say that this is nothing. And I'll say neither. But the thing that's different about this scenario is the way it is being handled. That is the main thing that I love about what's going on, the way it's being handled. Now, when Antonio Clown was here and he went off the reservation, the organization acquiesced to him. They capitulated to him. They made it a news story. People were commenting on it. They had it on Hard Knocks. It was all kinds of bullshit. This situation happened. Then you go and look up and down Chandler Jones's Twitter feed, right? You will not find any mention of this on his Twitter feed at this point. You won't. You know why? Because the Raiders brass cleaned this up. They cleaned it up. And you know what's great about that? They cleaned it up. No face, no case. We move on. Now, whether Chandler Jones starts this weekend or whether he doesn't, it is very, very, it really doesn't mean anything at this point. It means nothing at this point. It means nothing. Because, whether he plays or not, the only thing that matters is that you put the fire out. And I'm glad that they put the damn fire out. Glad they put the fire out. Now, if you want to look right here, look at Chandler Jones. The top of his Twitter feed at this point was something that he put up a few days ago. NFL active sack leaders. I'm coming for you, Von Miller and Cam Jordan. That's a beautiful thing. It's about the football, man. It's about the football. And the organization, when they have guys that bring low vibrational stuff like this, you know what happens? They put the fire out. They put this fire out, man, and I got to commend Ziegler and McDaniels. Now, what I won't do is I'm not going to glaze them, and I'm not going to let them off the hook for the fact that he's even on this team. I'm going to be real with you. This man being on this football team at this point in time and what we're trying to build, man, this is the biggest mistake that David Ziegler has made so far. And I don't want Chandler Jones to careen into being a John Gruden level mistake. Now, based off of the fact of what he did in the New England game last year, and how he played the run last year, I can't really be so much mad at him, right? But what I can be mad at is the amount of money he's playing to bring, dissension in the ranks, to bring bull crap in our locker room. Nobody needs that at this point, man. Let me get back to this chat, man. Yo, shout out to everybody. My dog, Daniel Kim, is in the place, man. He definitely needs to get some help. His thoughts weren't congruent, or somebody is thinking clearly. And he's definitely a guy who is in a manic state. Now, we don't know why that is. We don't know why that is, man. We don't know why that is, right? And I'm not going to sit up here to profess what's going on. I'm not going to sit up here to profess, what his problem is. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a mental health expert. I don't know if it's CTE. And a lot of times people don't really know whether it's CTE until the person is dead. So let's not throw that caveat around. Maybe he's just going through something. But be that as it may, it's either you with us or you against us. If you want to be on this team, shut the hell up, suit up on Sunday, and go get after Russell Wilson and slam him on the back like the jabroni he is. If not, they need to put him on a pup list, sit his punk ass out. I mean, let me not call that man a punk because that dude is an animal. Let me correct myself there. You know what I'm saying? But, sit your ass down and go and put Malcolm Koonce in and bring some of these young guys in. And listen, let's see what we got. Let's look towards the future. Let's put Tyree Wilson in. Let's look towards the future, bro. I'm not wasting my time on this nonsense because this is not going to derail the fact that we are going to go and open up a fresh can on the Denver Broncos on Sunday. This is not going to do don't worry. We will open up a fresh can. My guy, Sencal. Don't forget the synthetic marijuana issue with the Pats in 2016. And I don't forget that. Dude was all messed up outside of Foxboro safety building. Had a bad reaction to that shit. Yo, this is the funny thing, bro. When you talk about substance abuse, when you talk about any of this kind of stuff, you know what I mean? Some of these issues are hereditary issues. John Jones has had some issues. Chandler Jones has had some issues. These aren't the cleanest guys in the world. This isn't the Manning family here. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, man, look, maybe he's coming into a storm or coming out of a storm. The great Scarface, Brad Jordan, said on one of his songs on then which album was that? I think at My Time of Dying. He said, either you're entering a storm. Life is about either you're entering a storm, you're in a storm, or you're coming out of the storm. And I think Chandler Jones is in a storm right now, right? And the team is going to get him some help, but I'm glad the way the organization has handled it so far. They made him scrub his social media, or maybe he did it on his own. They haven't made any comments about it. And right now, it's immaterial right now. It's immaterial right now. If he's not playing, they need to just sit him and move on and don't freaking make a sound about it. Let's not make this into more than what it is. Because if you notice, the media is looking to trash the Raiders. They're looking. My guy, Hug D's. His agent in the organization cracked down on his Vegas Labor Day bender and subsequent temper tantrum. Dude better step out his feelings. We ain't friends. You an employee. Simple and plain and play. Bro, and that's the thing. We don't know. Like, I'm going to be really, really real with you, man. I'm going to be really, really real. I think that Chandler Jones and what he said has nothing to do with what aligns with his heart. And I don't know that, but he's been a guy who's been on board the whole time. I think that he's going through something mentally because if you notice, they had Chandler Jones not practicing earlier. I mean, late in the off season, he wasn't practicing. There was no explanation for it, and we were all trying to kind of get a beat on what's going on, and the team didn't say anything. So I know there's been issues all off season, probably. My guy, Pineapple, next man up. Wilson need to be ready. And look, this can be something that we can turn into a plus. Hey, the young pup might have to get out there and show and prove. You know, and I hear people in the chat say, go out and go get Yannick Ngakoue. But we essentially have Yannick Ngakoue on the roster of Malcolm Koonce, a younger version, right? My guy, Mutation. The Raiders have restructured the contract of Jimmy Garoppolo, creating $17 million in 2023 per Phil Gates. Thank you, bro. Appreciate that. So maybe there's something upcoming. And the problem is when they restructured Chandler Jones's deal, we were going to be out of the Chandler Jones business effective immediately after this season. And it kind of bothers me. You know what I'm saying? So they're opening up 17 million. So maybe the Raiders are making a move, guys. Maybe the Raiders are making a move. Maybe they might cut him. Who knows, man? Richard Hardy. What bugged me was that Antonio Brown and Alden Smith was mentioned. Bro, so basically, at this point, this man is not in his right state of being. But let's get back to something real quick. Now I'm gonna start getting to the chat pretty soon. But and this I gotta get on my soapbox a little bit, guys. I don't do this a lot. I normally read y'all comments a lot more, but I'm gonna get on my soapbox a little bit. This generation of athlete and this generation of young men, I have to say, man, if anybody's listening, that you know, and I don't want to have a get off my lawn moment, but if you think that you're going to be able to solve any of your problems through posting and ranting on social media with a bunch of people that don't care, yo, I got a pink polka dot pony to sell you. It never helps to go on social media. It never helps to not handle things up front and face to face. And this kind of goofy behavior that I see up and down through our country, it's got to stop. You got to stop handling things in the media, bro. Stop handling things on social media with a bunch of people who really don't care about you. A lot of people like to come on and get on the circus. That's all they want. That's all they want, bro. Hold on, man. I'm missing some supers here. Next man up, we need to be ready. You say, I read this one. Okay, no. I thought I missed something. So my bad. Yo, so we got some people in the place. My guy Graphic is in the place. My guy Big Mike is in the place. My dog, Big Mike Raider. Yo, thanks for the purport. Down the dial, bro. Oh, man. Come on, bro. You already know what it is, bro. You know what it is, man. Support you to the death, bro. My guy, man. My guy, Raider Squid. And you right. Said pay your bar tab. Hit that like button. Raider Squid is in the place, man. Where you been, Raider Squid? My guy, Dantisa. I don't think they brought him in to set the edge. They just brought him in to get after the QB. And the thing about it is, why can't it be both, Dan? Of course, the main reason they brought him in was to get after the QB, and he didn't do a whole lot of that last year. So at this point, for me, yo, this is the worst contract on our team, period. So if you want to be gone or if somebody wants to take this contract and they found a trade partner, then get him out of here. The F out of here. That's how I'm looking at it, man. Go. Maybe he needs to do what Calvin Ridley did and take the year off. Yo, and that's yo, listen, man. When you talk about that, man, this man can't afford to give any more of his years of his career back. He's old. He's old. He can't afford to give any more years of his career back. Now, my guy Graf is saying it's a big move on the way. It could possibly be. It could possibly be. Hey, Graf, I'm going to be honest with you. Maybe they think that Jimmy's a little healthier than they thought. You know, people are talking about bringing Yannick Ngakoue in. Why would you bring Yannick Ngakoue in? Like, why would you bring Yannick Ngakoue in when you have a younger, healthier, cheaper version in Malcolm Koonce? Malcolm Koonce is a pass rushing specialist that is probably going to struggle against the run. I'm not going out of my building to pay to bring a guy in that's going to struggle against the run and give me like 8 sacks. I'm kind of cool on that, man. I'm personally cool on that. My guy, William Marchand, you're wasted. Do you suggest I handle my raise request social media? Exactly, William. Go on social media, blast the company, tag them in it, and let's see if you have a job the next day. That'll be awesome. My dog, South Jersey finest. What it is, bruh? What's good, Wasted? Appreciate you for pulling up. And that's a goated picture, yo. That's Lord Finesse and B.I.G. That is a goated picture, bro. I see your work right there, man. Goated. Yo, Chris, you are tweaking. It's not happening. It's not Khalil Mack. It's not Yannick. It's none of these guys. It's none of these guys, bro. You got something about bringing in Bosa, bring Khalil Mack back. Pride and purpose, what's the deal? Guys, look, what do you think the probability of bringing Khalil Mack in, bro? Why would the Chargers want to trade Khalil Mack to us? Why would they want to take our bad head case, bad contract, and give us back a guy who is cleaner and the guy who's probably the best defensive player we've had in this organization since Charles Woodson? Nobody's doing that, bro. We're not going to get a difference maker at this stage in the game, man. I don't see it, man. I don't see any reports of us freeing up. I'm going to go out here. I'm going to look online right now. I'm going to see if I can see the Jimmy Garoppolo contract restructure. Let's look for it. We looking for. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. 8 minutes ago, fresh off the presses. Listen, if we tell you a duck can pull a truck, I'm telling you, you better hook the mother effer up, man. Right here, courtesy of Yahoo Sports, Jimmy Garoppolo restructured. The Raiders will kick off the 2023 season in a matter of days, but before they take on the Denver Donkeys, the front office continues to move money around before the season starts. On Tuesday, the Raiders announced they have restructured the contract of Jimmy Garoppolo, creating upwards of $17 million in cap space. The news was first reported by Phil Yates of ESPN. Shout out to Phil Yates. The Raiders were already under the cap, but this move will give them more flexibility into the year. However, it's likely ties Garoppolo to the Raiders through 2024 at least, as they lower his cap hit for the year. We will continue to update this story as more becomes available. Now, see, guys, this could be a big move. This could be a situation where, the Raiders are just getting prepared just in case. But listen, we're not, guys, don't expect for Khalil Mack to come here, bro. It's not happening, man. It ain't happening. It ain't happening, guys. So, guys, let me now see, this is something that I can see. He said Aaron Donald's coming. Now, look, man, Chase Young, y'all playing Madden now. Y'all got to chill, man. Y'all got to chill. Wasted. What I meant was I wouldn't want to sit down with AB and Alden and take advice from them. Take advice from Mad Max instead. But see, bro, you gotta realize something. Mad Max can't tell Chandler Jones shit. Chandler Jones is Mad Max OG. Mad Max goes and looks up to Chandler. It's not the other way around, but it's not about taking advice at this point. What tangible advice can you get from somebody like Antonio Clown? What tangible advice could you get from Alden Smith, a guy who smoked his career away? It's not about advice, bro. If he was in his right state of being and he just wanted to be traded, this ain't the way to go about it. Especially not right before you about to start the season. Don't make any sense. This reeks of Barrett Robbins. This guy's gone off the reservation. There's no coherent thought there, bro. There's no coherent thought. Let me get into this chat, yo. 17 million in space. What does it mean? We don't know yet. We don't know yet. We know that they're trying to make themselves fluid and ready to be able to make a particular move. Now, we don't know how bad this Chandler Jones situation is. We don't know if they're looking to unload him. But, it's going to be very, very hard to unload that contract. Chandler Jones's contract is a beast. And they restructured it, but it's still a lot. And I can't see an organization wanting to take that on. I really can't. I cannot see an organization really wanting to take that on, yo. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna pull up. I'm gonna go to Spot Track right now. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna pull up Chandler Jones's contract, for y'all, so we could be factual. You know what I mean? Listen, man, with this content, we like to make sure that we're factual and actual what we do. We want to always be factual in our dealings here. So let me pull this on up, man. Chandler Jones, 2022, he had a $4 million base salary, $2.4 million signing bonus, a $660,000 roster bonus, a $252,000 workout bonus, and miscellaneous, whatever the hell that means. So last year, this man was a $7.8 million cap hit. And if you were to cut him, it's a $32 million dead cap hit. This year, he is a $14 million cap hit. And if you were to release him, it'd be a $25 million cap penalty, bro. Listen, bro, they're not trading Chandler Jones. And even if Chandler Jones is just holding the warm side of the bench down, or they have him on a pup list or whatever the hell they do with him, bro, they're not cutting him, bro. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense, guys. Richard Hardy, he wanted to have a get-together with them wasted. Mad Max and the Raiders have been calling him, and he hasn't returned their calls. So basically, he's manic right now. And they got to figure out what's going on with him. But either which way, it's all good, man, because there are other guys that can step into the role and give you the production he gave you last year. And yo, we drafted somebody with the 7th pick that plays the same position, so I'm cool with it. Take the kid and let him rock. Salute Wasted. I think Jones is done in the NFL. Raider man, look, if this happens, I think he might be. And see, this is the thing, yo. You got to realize something. This NFL personal conduct policy thing is real. It's real. You know what I mean? Like Chandler Jones might probably be getting a call from the random drug test man soon. You know what I'm saying? If he does, he gets suspended. So be it. My dog Thor's in the place. Yo, Thor, I got to pull up on you late night, man. And I've been meaning to call you too. Thor, what is the deal, yo? What's the deal? What is the deal, yo? Is it 17 was old for Bosa? Yeah. And everybody's saying Bosa, right? What do you give up to get Bosa, though? That's the question, man. And Michael F., it depends on if they go that route with Chandler Jones. They might not want to go that route with him. Nate Dogg, do you think this affects the locker room? I hope night people are really blaming McDaniels for this. And I think for people to blame Josh McDaniels for a guy that is going through a personal issue, a mental issue, you can't blame Josh McDaniels for this, bro. You can't, bro. Like, and I'm going to be real with you. And I'm not the guy that's here to defend these guys. But what I am is I have a duty to tell you guys what's real. I got a duty to bring some kind of balance to the force here out in the nation. Guys, if you guys think that this is a Josh McDaniel problem and this has something to do with him not being solid, you ain't got him all. You ain't got him all. Just like Chandler Jones, you belong with him. Chandler Jones is not playing with a full deck of cards right now, y'all. And the funny thing about the Raiders, when we have a player that goes off the reservation, because this stuff happens up and down the National Football League. You got guys that are essentially getting in a car crash every Sunday. That's the equivalent. Playing in the NFL, ramming their heads up against each other. You know, their brains are getting shaken up. These guys have a lot of issues, man, up and down the National Football League. And every time it happens here, it's the coach's fault. It's Mark Davis's fault. And I'm sick of it. When is it going to be the player's fault? And to be real with you, when Antonio Brown was at his worst, was with the Steelers. And nobody says, oh, the organization's terrible. You know when the Antonio Brown situation got terrible? When the Raiders went out and drafted him and capitulated to him. Publicly. When John Gruden allowed him to come here in an air balloon and John Gruden kept kissing his ass. Publicly. See, Mike Tomlin and them, they never did that. And I didn't hear anybody complaining and dogging the Steelers out for what, Antonio Brown was doing. I never saw one person blame them. How come every time something negative happens behind the Raiders, in the organization, things that they have no control over, it becomes their fault automatically? It becomes their fault. It becomes the city's fault. It becomes everyone else's fault except whose fault it really is. The person just making a dumbass mistake. Then now we're going to hear all of these things about, oh, it's Las Vegas. He went on a bender in Foxboro with Bill Belichick. Give me a break, man. Some people can't get out of their own way, and you can't do nothing about that. And a lot of people just, forget that he had problems early in his career. But they thought that he matured and they brought him in. My problem with McDaniels and Ziegler is that they backed up and gave him the world. I've seen David Ziegler work out the best contracts I've damn near ever seen, bro. For him not to have a trap door in his Chandler Jones contract is organizational malpractice, and that is the only thing I blame them for. We stuck with Chandler Jones, y'all. Believe you me, we are stuck with him, yo. My guy, Israel Mendoza. The Raiders will start 0-3, bench Jimmy G, start Aiden, trade everybody, and just tank for Caleb Williams. I think you are just as wrong as two left shoes, Israel Mendoza, but thank you for commenting, my brother. Thank you for commenting. Look, man, the Raiders can go out and sign Jordan Willis in a heartbeat. He was already here, so ain't no big deal. Wasted. The Raiders traded Neil Farrell. If I had to guess, I think it's a defensive tackle. It could be. It could be. I just hope it's somebody that's pretty good, man. I hope it's somebody that's pretty good. Super Amari Crom. Seems like he just passed because he couldn't get in the facility. Shouldn't be a problem. I think it's more than that, Soup. I think it's more than that. And I think if he couldn't get in the facility, I don't know how it works in the NFL. I think they should probably be able to get in 24 hours, 7 days a week, right? If they didn't give him access to the organization and he hasn't been at practice for a couple of weeks, there's something that's brewing here. I'm not going to shy away from that, right? But it's probably a good reason for the Raiders to do what they're doing. I mean, do you want a guy that size in your organization and around you who's not playing with a full deck? I don't think so. Only the car lovers are blaming JMD and Zeke for Jones' end. That's a fact, bro. But it goes beyond that. You got some people who don't like the fact that they came to the Patriots. Yo, we got over 700 in the room. Get wasted with your brother. Wasted. AC Ybarra, you're wasted. With acting a fool, what choices do the Raiders have? Can they somehow get let off the hook for his contract? Not really, bro. They haven't. They can suspend him conduct detrimental to the team. But when you get suspended for conduct detrimental to the team, and this is what we got to see, does that still count against the cap? Does that still count against the cap? You know what? This is something that I've never been asked before. I don't know. I'm not going to sit up here like I do, but we can find out. Conduct detriment to the team. NFL. Let's look it up. The personal conduct policy is issued by the commissioner's authority under the NFL Constitution and bylaws to define and sanction conduct detrimental to the NFL. The policy defines standards that apply to everyone in NFL and the steps the league to take to promote it was consistent with the expectations. So the thing about it is that when you get suspended for that, right? The problem with that is the league has a new policy, right? And I don't think the league is going to step in and throw the Raiders any bail when it comes to Chandler Jones. I think no matter what happens, we're screwed and we got to allow him to stay here. You know what I'm saying? But, guys, listen. This is not the end of the world, man. This is not the end of the world, man. I just wonder if he informed the Raiders he was coming in today. He'd been going over 2.5 weeks. Because of security reasons, they may have deactivated his badge. You can't just show it when you want to. No, you can't. He's been off the reservation for almost a month. No, I don't know what people like. People, bro, this is a man that's not playing with a full deck. But yo, this is the thing I'm hoping for, right? If he is out there, I hope they make sure that they piss test him, and I hope that they get on the same sheet of music quickly. Well, what I know about guys, let me switch speeds a little bit. Guys, the skies have opened up. Now, I never hope for people to get injured. I never pray for people to get injured. You know, I am a God-fearing man. I'm a God-fearing man. I fashion myself not to be a great person. I'm a decent human being. You know what I mean? But maybe the skies have opened up because Travis Kelce is believed to have suffered a long-term knee injury. They said there's some good news coming out of Kansas City or Travis Kelce after the tight end hyperextended his knee on Tuesday's practice. Kelce is not to believe to have suffered a long-term knee injury. However, he is in doubt for Thursday's opener against Detroit. So, guys, look, Travis Kelce, they say he doesn't have a long-term knee injury. He's probably going to be on the mend for a few weeks, and he'll be all right. But F Travis Kelce. I hope it slows him down all season, and I hope that Kansas City loses to Detroit. Effing bums. Ready to take over. Why they lock him out the building? So, this is the thing, if this guy has been off the reservation, if this guy has not been showing up to practice, he's been having issues, you got to lock him out the building. The way he's been going off, on social media, you don't know where his head is at. And the thing about it is, when you work for somewhere, you can't just leave and do dumb shit like that and expect to be able to just get carte blanche like that. I would have locked his ass out too. Richard, wasted. If they're getting someone with the $17 million in cap space, it better be quick because he has games and he starts the season in 5 days. Bro, I don't see it. A lot of people think it's going to be a big move. I don't see it. That's not really how this organization moves. It's not like we're one player away. We don't know whether we're going to go to Super Bowl this year, but as the roster is currently constituted, we're building something. It doesn't look like they feel like they're one player away from like going to a Super Bowl. So it will have to make sense. It's always that the whole Jones family has some screws loose. They do, Julio Jones. That's what I'm saying. So this really doesn't have a lot to do with the Raiders brass. But the thing about it is that Chandler Jones, if he's got issues, some CTE stuff, if he's gotten violent, it could be a lot of stuff that's going on. They have to make sure that they safeguard themselves as well. Here we go. Bruh, McDaniels is trash. I miss Gruden already. Watch the Saints. What the F are you talking about, yo? What the F are you talking about? You miss Gruden? What the F? God! Wow! Man, if you don't...
Angry man, what you doing here? Man, sit your ass down.
If you don't sit your ass down, you miss Gruden. Get F out of here. You miss Gruden? All right. Hey, man, you say you missed me, man? You trolling, man? Let me tell you something, man. You miss me. You know what's going to happen, man? I'm going to come back. I'm going to trade away every great player that you have, man. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to get me some draft picks, right? And then when I go to the draft, man, I'm going to draft somebody in the first round you've never heard of, man. Let me tell you something, man. It's going to get spooky here, man. You think I had a bad draft in 2019, man? 2020, man? Let me tell you something. I'll come back. I'll have a fucking heinous draft, man. I'm going to draft the guy that works at my local Subway, man. I'm telling you something, man. I've been stewing. I'm ready to come back to the Raiders and ruin them some more, man. Let me tell you something, man. So if you miss me, man, you ever want me to pull up, man, just come on over to Wasted Show, man. Because, hey, man, old Coach Gru's over here smiling, man. Right now, man, I'm sitting here drinking a Corona with my wife, Cindy Gruden, man. We're installing the offense down there in New Orleans for Derek, man. We got some mascara for Derek. I'm telling you, man, it's going to be awesome. But, hey, man, knock on wood if you're with me, man. If you guys want me to come back to Raider Nation and fuck the team up some more, just let me know, man. I got to stop smoking this shit here, man. Yo, we really got some straight. That's right, LOL. There's some straight fools in this fan base. Yes. Yes, we do. Yes, we do, yo. Oh, that's right. Oh, my God, yo. Yo, oh, God. Hey, man, let me tell you something, man. You know who I'm going after, man. Shout out to John Cena, man. I'm going after General Booty, man. Then after that, with the 7th pick in the draft, I'm going to take JoJo Siwa. Oh, my God, man. Oh, my God. Yo, listen, man, I'm going to tell you guys something, man. There's some people that just love that Spider Y2 banana way too freaking much, man. My guy, God, we trust. Would love to trade Chandler for Chris. Bro, nobody is going to trade for that horrible contract with that old-ass player. We are stuck with Chandler Jones. We're stuck. Bro, I don't even know. You know what's funny about that, dude? I don't even know who the fuck JoJo Siwa is, bro. I swear to God. If she came and spit on me, I wouldn't know. I don't know what the fuck she looks like. I don't know what she does. I just think the name is funny. Yo, that's this thing. I don't even know who the fuck she is. I don't. Oh my God, man. Gruden gave us Trent Brown. Talk about stealing money. The fruit roll-up bandit. Oh my God. But guys, listen. Gosh darn it. I hate distraction where we want. See, listen. This is not a real distraction. This ain't real. This ain't real, bro. This is not real, bro. This ain't real. Like, this is a problem, but this is something that they knew that they had an issue with all offseason. It's probably one of the reasons why a lot of these edge rushers that we kept made it, because they probably prepared for the fact that he was not going to be here, and we're going to be fine. And guess what? Nothing is like getting some home Denver donkey cooking on a grill, baby. We are going to go kick the Broncos' ass, man. Don't make no mistakes about it, man. The only Mr. Unlimited is right here at Raider Nation Unlimited. Russell Cornball Wilson, man. Come on, man. That guy's a bum, yo. Then Gruden would have drafted Stetson Bennett with the 7th overall. That's right. Edwin Calderon. Chandler Jones, a non-factor. Now, I'm not going to say he's a non-factor, but listen, guys, this is not like Max Crosby went off the reservation on us, man. Max Crosby didn't go off the reservation on us. We still got Max. We're going to be fine, man. Listen, we are the Bronco Busters, baby. We whipped their ass. We're all good, man. We're all good. We are all good, man. We are all good. But, guys, listen, there's a few things we're going to talk about. And, look, then we're going to get out of here. You see, it is not the coach's problem. You guys always blame the coach. Why not blame Chandler? That's right. Edwin Calderon. Who is the next coach after McDaniels get fired? I tell you what, Edwin Calderon. Edwin Calderon, you are going to be unceremoniously taken out of here. That F is wrong with you, Edwin. But no, in all seriousness, man, if you guys think that they're going to fire McDaniel and Ziegler because of this, if you guys think they're going to get fired after this season, stop the effing cap. And, man, sit your ass down. That's the wrong segment. Man, sit your ass down. These guys ain't going nowhere. They're doing a hell of a job. Let them cook, whether Chandler Jones is here or not. This is their biggest mistake. The biggest mistake they've made this whole time is Chandler Jones. And now the chickens have come home to roost, man. We're not trading for Chris Jones and Nick Bosa. Stop with the talk. And that's a fact, bro. It's not happening, bro. Wasted. You see that short that Dox posted? Chandler Jones, pull it up. Yeah, Dox is a fool, yo. Shout out to Graph, man. Shout out to Graph, y'all. Shout out to Graph. Wasted. Hypothetically speaking, if McDaniels doesn't work, would you bring in Deion and his son? I mean, would Deion even want, like, bro, I don't like pontificating on some bullshit, man. I don't know. The way I'm looking at it is that Josh McDaniels is going to work. And if he doesn't, then around and around we go. Everything's on the table for me. But I just want somebody who's going to come in here and win at the point. I really don't care, man. We don't know yet. We don't know yet. We will see, though. Now, guys, look. Let's get into a little bit of the game. I was going to do my game breakdown later this week. Let's talk about a little bit what's going on with the game, man. Yo, y'all got anything y'all want to talk about the game? Y'all let me know, man. Y'all let me know. The chat is crazy, man. We got almost 800 in the room. Yo, how the hell could you blame the head coach and the GM for this man losing this shit? It's amazing, bro. Look, there are people that are looking like, bro, there are people in this fan base that want these guys. Because, look, especially there are a lot of content creators out there who want this team to fail. There are a lot of people in the chat because their egos are bigger than what this team is going to accomplish. Like, my ego is never big enough, man. No matter what I do on here, man, at the forefront of what I do here at Raider Nation Unlimited and me getting on the air and talk about the Raiders and traveling all over the country to go and interview people and stuff like that, at the forefront of that is I love the Raiders. I love the Raiders. I always have. It is my favorite sports team, and I love all sports. I love all sports. I'm a Yankee fan. I'm a Knick fan. But I am a Raider fan first. And the most important thing for me is that I want this team to win, and I want whoever the coach of the Raiders is to be successful. I want whoever the quarterback for the Raiders is to be successful. And I don't need a narrative to come on here and talk this about this game and to talk about this sport. I don't need a narrative. You have some people who need a narrative. They need a narrative. They need the DC narrative. Some people have built channels that are way bigger than mine talking about Derek Carr. Some people think that I was the Carr hater. I wasn't a Carr hater. I'm the guy who I've been a fan of this team long before Derek Carr was born. Long before he was born. I've been through the Mark Wilsons of the world. I was when I was a kid, the first quarterback I remember is freaking Jim Plunkett. We've gone over this, bro. I've watched the Andrew Walters. I've watched Billy Joe Holbert start for us a couple of games. I've watched Marinovich. I've watched Jeff Hostetler, who was my dog. I've watched Jeff George, Carson Palmer, Terrell Pryor. I've seen Vince Evans start a game or two for us. I've seen us bring in Dante Culpepper and bum-ass Aaron Brooks. Like, I've seen it all, bro. I've seen it all. And you know what? At the end of the day, I don't give a damn who the hell's playing quarterback for us. As long as they win. I don't care who's coaching this team. As long as they win. And I'm sick of people that just want to be right and they don't care about this team. If you don't care about this team and you want to take advantage of the fact that, the Raiders fans are the most loyal and dedicated fan base on earth, especially on YouTube. Nobody has a YouTube presence like we do. Yo, we go places, man. The way you guys support myself and Graph and Mike and Hammer and Andy and all of us is amazing. And it doesn't go unnoticed. That's why I work so hard at this. I work hard because of the support y'all give me and my guys. And y'all love this team. That, bro, I got a 6-figure job. I've been at my job, bro, longer than a lot of you guys been alive. Listen, when I retire, I have a very, very competitive portfolio. I'll be fine. I own houses. I'm cool. I don't come on here to like with a tin cup trying to come in and exploit anybody, bro. I do this because I love it. I do it because I love it, man. And I do it because it's needed and it's something that feeds my soul. You know what I'm saying? There's some people that do this and they don't care about this team. But the one thing, you can say you don't like me, you can say you don't like Graph, you can say you don't like whoever that's with my team. But you can't say that we are not fans of this team, man. And we don't want the best for this team. And I'm sick of all of these assholes that come here and talk crap about this regime. We haven't even played one game, and you guys think that the sky is falling. Calm down. Chandler Jones, yeah, would it be good if he can come back and be the kind of player he used to be? Is it likely? No. He probably wasn't going to be that great anyway. That's why we went out and drafted a defensive end instead of taking Jalen Carter. It's ridiculous. The F out of here with that shit. Get back. We got a super, man. I'm sorry, bro. JJ Garcia. Wet Willie is, oh, man. I don't want to. Okay. No disrespect to anybody. Smiling ear to ear with this bad news, man. Also, old man Chandler unfollowed Mad Max on the gram. Shaking my head. Now, see, yo, that is the feminine, weird behavior that these new athletes are showing. Thank you for the $49 super. My guy, Daniel Alfonso, thank you for the $10 super sticker, man. I really appreciate you guys. Everybody who donated to the channel, who supports me, who watches me. It doesn't go unnoticed, and this helps make Planet Raiders and everything that we do to bring content to the nation. It helps make everything better, man. I really, really appreciate y'all, man. Thank you. So let's, and this is right. This is perfect timing for Malcolm Koonce to step up. Malcolm Koonce, listen, wasted talent is calling. Malcolm Koonce, if you're out there, and this is the wasted message of the day. Malcolm Koonce, if you are out there, realize this. We are depending on you. The nation is depending on you. If you ever in your life wanted to be a star in this league, you have the opportunity to show improve this Sunday against bum-ass Russell Wilson and their bum-ass line. Go out there and dog walk them. It is time. It's time. It's effing time. And I am embarrassed at the way Chandler Jones is handling this, and he's probably not in his right mind. Clint Westwood. Ziegler just restructured Jimmy G's contract to over 17 next year. Chandler getting cut? Nah, man. Look, we're going to show you them spot track numbers again. We're going to show you them spot track numbers again, my brother. I don't think Chandler is getting cut, man. I don't think he's getting cut, man, because you can restructure all you want, right? But the fact remains that Chandler Jones is a $25 million dead cap hit on the Raiders. $25 million. It just make you get ugly when you say it. $25 million. It's ridiculous. My guy, Julio Allman, that fact's wasted. It's not personal. It's just business. That's a fact, man. Let's say it as it is. Games haven't even started yet. The howls are going off. McD is nothing. It will be the players on the gridiron at the end of the day. And that's a fact, bro. It's a fact. But, we got to live with the Chandler Jones albatross right now. This is the biggest mistake these guys have made. They got to live with it. This is the demerit against, for all of the people who think I'm just here to be a cheerleader for them, this is a bad look for them and their leadership. I'm going to mark that down in the negative category, but I'm not going to totally condemn this regime for one mistake. Even great Andy Reid makes mistakes with personnel. Everybody makes mistakes, man. Everybody makes mistakes, bro. Chili Pepper, I don't know, but I don't like to speak on somebody's mental acuity or lack thereof if I don't know. I'm going to let Chandler Jones come out and say what's going on with him. Maybe he got an axe to grind with the Raiders. Maybe he's bipolar. Maybe he's on a bender. Maybe he's not. Who cares? At the end of the day, it's either you with us or you against us. And if you ain't with us, go sit your ass down somewhere and let Malcolm Koonce play. And let Tyree Wilson go out there and play. And we move forward. But let's be positive, man. Let's be positive, man. This whole offseason has been drama-free, and 4 days for the game, we can't allow this to come and permeate through Raider Nation. We got to stomp this out right now. Yo, Wasted, what's good? Did you read the Paul Gutierrez article on ESPN? Supposedly, Josh didn't allow him to train in the gym from the team facility. And listen, Big Al, we saw that. The thing is, the man hasn't been with the organization in a couple of weeks. We have to, there's always more than one side to a story, bro. Is his side, McDaniels' side, and the truth? We don't know yet. I'm not going to pontificate on no bull. Why would Josh McDaniels single out one of his best players, a guy that he brought to Las Vegas, and not allow him to train in their gym? For no good reason. There has to be a reason why that happened. Big Tone, you know what's funny? If a tree falls in the woods and no one's around to hear it, does it make a sound? So if they have him away from the team and away from the organization and he's not in practice, how's he a distraction? The only distraction is the fact that they got to pay him. I would let Chandler Jones rot on the PUP list before I would cut him for that amount of money. I will let him rot. I hope for the best for Chandler, but we got to get ready for war. At Wasted Talent Voice, F them, next man up. Ionadas and Wormley is still out there. That's a fact. Pride and Purpose, that is a fact. They are still out there, bro. But the thing is, I don't think the problems that we have as far as our pass rush, I don't think the answers are outside of this building for us. I think those answers are right here in our building. We got a lot of young pass rushers, man. That's the thing about having depth. That's the thing about having depth. He can sit there, he can rot all season. He can rot all season. F him. It's a lot of dough. We can let his ass rot. Sign nothing about him. I wouldn't sign him. I wouldn't change anything. F him. I would let him sit there on my bench and rot his career away before I got rid of his bum ass. That's what I would do. A brother of my own heart. Yes, I agree 100%, bro. It's Jones's fault, and I'm a Knick, Ranger, and Yankee fan. That is a factory, bro. And we don't have no time to be worrying about this crap, Nate Dogg. Is there any fine print in his contract if he acts ridiculous that dead cap gets cut in half? Nah, that's not how it works, bro. That's not how it works, brother. That's not how it works. They don't have a trap during this contract. If they did, they probably would have got rid of him, yo. Look, guys, and I'm going to tell y'all something look, do me a favor. When it comes to other people, other content creators, man, I'm just going to speak for me, right? Unless it's one of my guys or somebody that I'm friendly with, bro. Like, I don't know any of these kids, man. I'm a lot older than a lot of these guys. I don't have no problem with these guys. They can have whatever opinion they want. I don't want no drama in this. Like, there's enough drama and shit in the real world. I don't do the internet beefs. I don't do that. I'm not no sucker, yo. Suckers beef on the internet. Suckers go and talk trash and at you, and that's some sucker shit. I don't do that. I'm the kind of dude, if you really that gangster, because I move around in this Raider shit. I go and I don't hide nowhere. I be all over the place. Come and get at me man to man. I come from a different era. I come from the era when everybody ain't have a cell phone. I come from that era where we used to have beepers and shit like that. I come from that era where if you was really like that, you had to prove that. You had to put that to the test every day to say that you was a certain kind of dude. It wasn't all of this. It wasn't on the internet. I think anybody who beefs on the internet is a sucker. To me, I don't address suckers. Please don't mention nobody that y'all know that y'all think I don't want to hear nothing about none of these dudes, man. We over here elevating, bro. We don't want to hear none of that bullshit, man. Please. F who, you know what I'm saying? No disrespect to nobody. You know what I'm saying? But all disrespect. If it's not somebody that we cool, you know what I'm saying? You guys know it's somebody that you think, and to be real with you, I don't really care about, like, come on, bro. Like, what do I care, man? You got jokers that don't come out the house. They not ever coming out the house. They not never going to no games. They know what time it is, man. And it's no time with me because, like, what am I going to do? I'm going to go to a game and because somebody has a different opinion as mine? Like, man, I don't give a fuck about their opinion. Fuck their opinion. That's why I got my own channel. Internet beef is fake shit, bro. That's what Chandler Jones is doing right now. That shit is bullshit. Yeah, and yo, and see, look, I'm gonna be real with you, and this is Mitch is my dog, and that's Mitch's opinion. We don't always gotta agree. Sometimes I don't agree with Doc. Sometimes he don't agree with me. But yo, that's what this shit is. It's banter, right? Mitch said it was about the Raiders' fault for talking to his baby mama and doing stuff there. I respect, bro. And even with that, maybe they're talking to somebody that because they want to help the guy. Maybe it's a mental issue. They want to talk to somebody in his family or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, when things are wrong with me, there's been times, like there was a time I had an episode at work. You know, I had an issue with my heart. The first person they call is my wife. So maybe they thought that was his girl. Like, I don't know. Who knows? But apparently we're dealing with a situation that is not about football. It is an off the field issue that the Raiders have chose to deal with. Now, look, guys, I've milked this Chandler Jones thing for a whole hour. Let's talk about something that has nothing to do with Chandler Jones, and then we're going to get out of here. Rated Tiger, wasted from the Jesus era, wise man. Nah, I don't go back that far, but I go back far enough to remember when shit was real. You know what I'm saying? No joke, this could be a serious security issue at Camp Base in the facility. We all don't know about everybody's ID and key fob. His car got canceled and updated, and Chandler just didn't know about it. We don't, bro, whatever happened, bro, even if they did, he couldn't get in the organization. That ain't the way to fucking handle it. He got everybody number in that organization. So if they're not answering, it's a reason. Yo, let him sleep for a minute, get some talent on the football field. You, young man, don't have to prove nothing to nobody. Wasted. We know you gang. Oh man, John, nah, bro. I'm not. Look, I'm somebody's father, bro. I'm not no gangster, bro. I go to work every day. I am a fine, upstanding member of society, bro. I don't bother nobody, bro. I don't look for no trouble, and I don't run from none of it. You know what I'm saying? Look, man, I'm not. Come on, man. Like, bro, like, yo, you got, bro, Joker's got careers and families and houses. Like, nobody got no time for that dumb shit, man. I'm just old enough to know what's real. Wait, I just recently started a cooking business. I'm going through a lot of bad luck in my transition. My transmission went out of my truck, and I'm trying to take care of my family. Any help from the family, please? What we talking about? God, we trust you. You gotta do me a favor, man. You gotta clarify that. Hit me in the inbox or something, bro. All prayers to you, my brother. All prayers up. Yes, that's right, bro. That's right, man. All prayers, man. Yeah, y'all bugging, man. Wouldn't be surprised if Chandler is in a press conference apologizing for his rant. He can apologize. He can do whatever he wants, right? The one thing he need never do is to disrespect what's going on in his organization. Do you want to win or not? Chandler Jones just unfollowed me. Man, maybe. Let's talk D-line. Tyree, Koonce need to fill that gap, honestly. But I think our D-tactors are the key to us really improving. I do too. And to be real with you, man, the defensive line has always been, the key to us winning. They've always been the key to us winning. The only thing with Chandler Jones is what I thought was he gave us a situation where we were going to not have to like rush Tyree Wilson. At this point, we need Tyree Wilson out there now. We definitely do. We definitely do. And yo, guys, let's get out there. Let's get this done. And that's why this Denver game is one of the most important games that we've played in the last 5 years. Because Josh McDaniels has a lot to prove. He has a lot to prove. They have to turn this situation around now. And if you lose to the Denver Broncos, you are putting us behind the 8 ball mightily, because the next week you got to play Buffalo. The next week you got to play Pittsburgh, and it doesn't get any easier for the rest of the season. The Broncos are probably the easiest team on our schedule, and it's a divisional game, and that's a toss-up, and they're due because we've been beating the crap out of them for a couple of years. Nah, J-Ro, I don't think so, bro. I think he's going through a mental episode, bro. I think that's what's happening, man. Bernard Brooks, hey, wasted, a predictive Raiders. We'll have a good season. Yeah. Listen, man. I think the Raiders are going to the playoffs this year. Seriously. And like Michael F said, this could be the best thing that maybe happens to us. Maybe. I just hope it doesn't mess with Max Crosby head. That's the thing. I hope that Max Crosby's in the right state of mind, yo. Yeah, we talking Raider football right now, brother. Richard Hardy, sorry, wasted no Chandler Jones talk. How about them Raiders? Yeah, man, F them. So, like, guys, let me ask y'all a question, man. The keys to victory. The keys to victory, right? As currently constituted, the biggest key to victory that we need against the Denver Broncos, man, is we need to be able to get at the quarterback. We need to be able to stop Russell Wilson. They don't really have a running game over there in Denver, right? They're down a bunch of wide receivers. They went out there and, you know, they try to get a little intel and, you know, and try to sign, Dorsett. And at the end of the day, man, you got to realize something, man. The Denver Broncos have one of the worst rosters in the AFC West. We are the better football team, and I clearly expect the team to win, man. How long do I think it'll be before Aiden O'Connell will be the number one quarterback? I hope not until maybe next year. You know, I hope we don't see Aiden O'Connell all year, because if we don't see Aiden O'Connell, that means that Jimmy Garoppolo's balling. You know what I'm saying? I hope not. I want to see a Raider quarterback that gets to sit and watch for a year, gets to really, really develop and get stronger and get better in the classroom. So when he comes and starts for the Raiders, he can hit the ground running. That's what I'm talking about. Wade with the braid. Bro, look, you can't derail the show, Wade. I don't want to really talk about Sebastian Janikowski getting into the Hall of Fame. Do I think he gets in the Hall of Fame? No. No, not in the first ballot. He's a kicker. And really, to be honest with you, he is not. Look, Adam Vinatieri, yeah. But Sebastian Janikowski, he used to miss a lot. He was great for us, and we love him, but no, I don't think so. The Raiders love you too, Wasted. I hope they do, man. I hope they do. They say all the Broncos have is a great defense and a lackluster offense. And the Broncos defense, their secondary is really, really special. But their defense, man, look, long gone are the days of having Bradley Chubb and Von Miller and Wolf and all them guys. Their defensive line, their defensive front is not good. It's not good, bro. My guy, Sosa too real. You a real one, my guy. Salute. Oh, I appreciate you, Sosa. Appreciate you, dog. Yo, listen, we got to be aggressive on all faith. Now, see, this is the thing, right? The thing, yeah, Dan Tisa, you talk about Hall of Fame. That's who needs to go in the Hall of Fame, Jim Plunkett. I mean, my God. But see, the key to victory, man, is to be honest with you, is to protect the football. The thing that I'm concerned about with the Raiders is us trying to do too much. I'm concerned about, Josh Jacobs, missing all the training camp, how he's going to look out there. I'm concerned about us not being able to get a rhythm because most of this offense is predicated off of the play action pass, because Jimmy Garoppolo is not the kind of football player that has to throw the football field. He's not going to throw the football field 60 yards, but he shouldn't have to. If we get a great running game, the middle of the field opens up, and that's where Jimmy Garoppolo goes to work. Now, the keys to victory for me is how our tight end room plays. Jimmy Garoppolo is a guy who lives off of throwing to his tight ends. How's that phase of the game going to be? Are we going to have, a running game that really is an effective running game? Sometimes you run the football just because, and sometimes you have an effective run game, and that's what we had all last year. That's the reason why we were in the red zone so much last year, man. Jimmy James, Raiders 42, Broncos 10. I don't know about that. I don't know we're going to open up a fresh can like that. Yo, the flying wonderful Lee Zadell is in the place. Just tuning in now. Wait, so what's up, nation? What the F is CJ acting a fool? He got hacked. No, he didn't get hacked. The only thing that got hacked is his brain. The man is on a bender. We don't know. He's very manic. He's got a lot going on right now. A lot going on, Lees, and you know what? It's all good. The thing about it is this. Chandler Jones has had issues a long time before he got to the Raiders, and now they're rearing his ugly head. And I just hope that we can get out of the Chandler Jones business, veritably unscathed. If he wants to play, play. But I don't want to see the Raiders cut him. We don't need another bad contract that kind of hamstrings us for the next 2 to 3 years. Raiders 34, Broncos 24. No, look, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I really think that the Raiders are gonna ring up 28 on them, and I think the Broncos might score, a touchdown probably in the first half and get a late touchdown, and we soft the game away. I don't see the Broncos having enough firepower to contend with us, man. If they're expecting for Russell Wilson to be able to move the ball, it's not going to happen. Aces, welcome to the Wasted Talent Army, man. Appreciate you, man. Thank you. The Raiders have a better O-line, better D-line. We are just a better team. That's right. From 1 to 53, the Raiders are better. From 1 to 53, we are better. There are certain ways where they have guys in their secondary who are very special, but at this juncture in the game, I think the Raiders have the better roster. I think we're going to be fine. 28-14, just like I said, my man AJ, I hit it on the head too. That's a good one too, because we got to get some field goals in it. John Zena, even though I can't see you, my brother, that is a good score. Joseph C. What I didn't understand, O.J. Howard being cut early. He's an awesome blocker. That's my biggest concern at the tight end position. But how many tight ends can you carry, right? So you got Horsted. That's a guy that they're developing. They're really high on him. You have probably, a future star in the league with Mayer, right? Then you got Austin Hooper, who is a much better tight end. And it's like you can't carry that many guys. You know what I mean? And then they got guys in the practice squad. And a guy like O.J. Howard is such a vet. He's not going to sit on anybody's practice squad. He's going to go out there and get a 53-man spot. So you had to let O.J. Howard go. And there have been organizations who have let O.J. Howard go in the past. Maybe O.J. Howard just isn't that good. O.J. Howard is a guy who was drafted in the first round. He was supposed to be one of the better tight ends in the league when he came out and was drafted, and it hasn't really come to fruition yet. My guy, J. Rowe, thank you for the $5 super, man. Appreciate you for keeping the lights on over here, my brother. Waste a serious question. If he's going through something mental, could the Raiders put him on the NFI list? Yeah, if they could substantiate that. Yeah, if they could substantiate that there's something going on and he's willing to play ball with that, yeah. But for the most part, it doesn't look like he is doesn't look like he's playing ball. It looks like he's spinning his wheels, and it looks like this is a personality dispute. You know what I mean? How are they going to prove that he's not able to compete and he's mentally shot? It just looks like he's just another player who's disgruntled with the organization. So what they're going to have to do is they're going to have to mitigate that in different ways. Maybe they could tell him to stay away from the team and just pay him. Maybe they can, sit him on the bench. Maybe they can kind of come and mend fences. But if he thinks that he's going to get traded, no one's trading for him. And if he thinks the Raiders are going to cut him and take a $24 million cap hit, that's asinine. It's detrimental to the team. The Raiders are always going to do what's best for them. My guy, Rusty Cole, thank you, man, for a $4.99 super, bro. Appreciate you, man. Are you concerned if Jones doesn't play, that the workload is too much for Wilson coming off injury? Yes, I am. But the thing about it is, that is one of the reasons why I think Jerry Tillery got snaps at defensive end. That is the reason why they kept some of the guys they kept. That's the reason why they kept guys like, Butler and stuff like that. Now, some of these guys, we got a defensive tackle. Some of these guys can play defensive end too. Young can play defensive end. Bilal Nichols is a defensive tackle. You wouldn't want to see him out there. Malcolm Koonce. So it's not all on Tyree Wilson. You can have, Malcolm Koonce and Tyree Wilson, and they have enough defensive linemen where they can get the job done. They can definitely get the job done. My guy, you're nothing. How many sacks? Who gets more, Donkeys or Raiders? Oh, the Raiders, 100%. Raiders, 100%. Hey, wait, I just read this, bro. No, it's not. It's not too much because it's not like it's solely on Tyree Wilson to replace Chandler Jones. You got other guys that can do that. Wasted, you provide and protect your fam. That's a G in my book. Oh, appreciate you, Danny Malero, man. That's what we got to do, my brother. That's what we got to do, man. Janarius Robinson should be brought up from the practice squad. I don't think so, bro, because, bro, how do we know he knows the playbook? You know what I'm saying? I don't think so, man. I'm sure they could probably bring up Matthew Butler or somebody like that. William Marchant, 24-16. I feel you, bro. Look, we can't cry over spilled milk at this point. We didn't. It is what it is. I'm over it now, man. The season is on. We didn't draft him. We got to roll with Tyree. We got to hope that if Jalen Carter is Warren Sapp, we got to hope that Tyree Wilson turns into Michael Strahan or something. You know what I'm saying? Rotation is key. That's right, Dan. That is right. Chili Pepper, do you archive these lives? Sometimes, yeah, man. But guys, look, man. Oh, hold on real quick. Alec M. The Raiders are going to play a 3-safety set. They play that a lot. That's Patrick Graham's bread and butter. That's that Vic Fangio stuff. That's going to definitely happen, man. Resign Jordan Willis. That's a fact, bro. I would, because that's a guy that they had a hard time parting with too, Randy. Yes, I am going to some games this season. And anytime I go, I'm going to announce it and let all y'all know that we're going to be in the place to be. But, guys, we've been at this for an hour and 15 minutes, man. I think it's time for me to get up out of here. You know what I'm saying? And oh my goodness. I forgot, man. Damn. I forgot, yo. Forgot about the wasted word of the day. Salacious. Having or conveying undue or inappropriate interest in sexual matters and or work matters. Salacious. It's a wasted word of the day. And let me tell you something. The Chandler Jones situation is a very salacious bull crap situation, man, to be going on right before the season. But to be honest with you guys, listen, Chandler Jones is one player. He is not with the team. He's not the quarterback. He's not Devontae Adams. He ain't Josh Jacobs. He's not Max Crosby. He might not even be our 10th best player on his team. Has he been one of the great players in the National Football League? Yeah. Is he that anymore? No. So guess what? Chandler Jones, shape up or ship the F out. We're going to move on. We're going to whip the donkey's asses, and hopefully we make heads or tails of this thing after the week. But let's focus on the eyes on the prize. We're going to be breaking down that game this week. So, guys, don't you worry, man. We will be back at it every day this week, man. Guys, love all of y'all. Appreciate y'all, man. And Pride and Purpose, the Maha Air is fine, bro. We play up there all the time, and we own them there too. F them. Thank you, Joe C. Appreciate y'all, man. Yo, we are going to get that dub, man. Y'all have a good night. And what I want y'all to remember is this, man. And it's the same thing I want you guys to remember every video. You know I'm corny, but who cares?
Yesterday's price is not today's price.
Yo, the price has gone through the roof for Malcolm Koonce. You guys have a great night. Y'all go pull up on Graphic and Hammering them. They're over there doing a call-in show. I'm going to the gym. Y'all have a terrific night, man. Peace. Oh, the media's trying to throw Josh McDaniels under the bus. You know what I say about that? F them. Peace. Have a good night.